This week, the Facebook-owned company Oculus shipped a new device that's one of the most hotly anticipated tech products ever, the Oculus Rift virtual reality headset. For decades, virtual reality has always been on the horizon, coming soon, but never quite getting here. Some say this time, virtual reality is real, and entertainment will never be the same. Here with more is Scott Stein, senior editor for CNET. Scott, good morning.
Good morning.
You got one of these things right here. You've had it for the past week.
Yeah, CNET's had it, and we've been using it. And this technology has been around for a couple of years, and we've been seeing it slowly get there.
Yeah, is it there?
It's there. It's there, but it's going to keep going further. So you're looking at a moving target. This is amazingly compelling. People who try this are more amazed than I am most of the time. And so I feel like that kind of shows where the experience is and how unreal it feels. But I'm not sure everybody needs to necessarily own one right now. Right. But you should definitely try it.
I mean, it's cheap. It's not cheap. It's like
No.
$1,600 when you're all in to get everything, right?
Yeah, you have to. If you're a person who has a high-end PC, so we saw last year that you had ones that connected with phones and little cheap viewers. This takes it further because you can lean in. You can also use eventually motion controllers, feel like you're grabbing things, and even begin to walk around. But you do need a high-end PC that most people don't have. So you're $2,000 you could be outlaying in total, or $1,500.
But so much of the criticism in the earlier headsets was just that people felt like uneasy. There was sort of a vertigo feeling. Have they figured out a way to get rid of that now that you've...
It goes away a lot with this, but I will not say completely.
Right.
I feel that everyone who's used this, including myself, has some point where they feel a little woozy or disoriented. You need a break. It might be that we're trying brand new technology, or maybe it's just you got screens in your eyes and you're trying this. So, even Oculus, a lot of them recommend taking breaks with this every half an hour or so.
Is this designed principally for video games at this point?
It is principally video games, and I think that's why they're connecting it to PCs, VR going to PlayStation. The idea down the road, Facebook and Google being the biggest players in this space, is that you can use it to connect not just to people, but to places, to put you in other places with the ability to have cameras that can record, or you could be on Mars. You could start actually doing things remotely with telepresence. That's not really here yet, but that's the goal.
Well, you mentioned Facebook. I think most people started to hear about this when Zuckerberg put in $2 billion. Was that a smart investment? Like, does he have other visions for what this could be?
I think so. I think exactly that it's going to be, people think of this as a global connection tool to sort of warp around and be places and do things. But I think the social element is the big question. Facebook and Google, especially Facebook, is how will it work with other people? When I use this, it's like an isolation chamber.
Totally, yes.
You put this on and you're disconnected from everything. They've got to find ways to connect, and you're literally sitting in a space with other people with a mask on. That's an issue. And finding out how you deal with that is something down the road they got to figure out.
Scott, there are other headsets like this on the market. How does this compare?
So this is one of the lightest and most comfortable, and their apps, a lot of this is about software. Oculus has a really great app store, but there are a lot of other companies competing. HTC has got the Vive coming out, which allows you to move your hands and even walk the entire room. But Oculus is getting touch controllers that allow you to do just about the same thing later this year. And then PlayStation has a much more affordable one that's going to connect to a PlayStation 4, $400. You can get it. That will actually have motion controllers too. And the idea is that they'll start feeling similar by design, so you can hopefully get experiences across platforms. Still, they want exclusives for each of these.
I hope for Oculus this doesn't go the way of Segway. Like, I hope people get it, Well, that's the thing is you have to get people to try it, and then how long are they going to spend in it? At some point, you got to get over the novelty of it. Scott Stein, thank you so much. Thanks.